Hello, everybody. Welcome to Karmic Palms. Let's do a general analysis of this person's palm. Before we do, please subscribe. And if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. It's in the description box. We've also started a Palmistry course. If this is something that interests you to become an expert, do WhatsApp us. Now, let's look at this person's palm. Okay. Now, I see a few things here which are really, really good. Okay. I just wanted to highlight them and show you so you get an understanding. Now look at the mind, look at the lifeline here. It comes down. You see, it goes up here and there is a very thin line. It does exist. Okay, from here to here, there is a thin line, and from then on, it gets thick here and it continues all the way. Now, judging from the heart line and the lifeline, this person will live up to the age of 88 to 89. He's got a very long life. He might even cross 90 if he takes care of himself. But he has to be careful around at 55 to 58. 3 years, he has to be a bit careful because the line does exist here, but it's a bit thin, which means there might be some minor health related issues which will become which will continue for a long time. It won't be like, it won't be like a something which will come and go like a cold fever or something. This is something that this person will carry for a few years before that. And after that, it will get better. And after that, I don't see any health related issues in this person's life. This is a positive sign here. Now, if you see this person's palm, it's bare minimum lines. This is what you need in life when you want to progress. When there's steady progress in life, you need basic minimum lines. Otherwise, what happens is the more lines you have, the more complicated life becomes. Especially when they start affecting your business line, when they start affecting your fate line or your Venus mount or your moon mount, what happens is things get complicated. So this shows clear-headedness with the path is already set in this person's life of where he wants to be. That is what is very, very important. And also the thumb, if you see here, it's straight. You see this? It's straight here, okay, with a slight bend, with a slight tilt on the side, which means this person will be flexible only when it's necessary in life. Otherwise, he doesn't care, he doesn't want to be flexible. On his terms and conditions is when he will be flexible. Other than that, he will not bend he will not bend backward for anybody else. Only when it's needed for him, which is a good sign. Also, if you see here, very clear luxury lines are there, which means, there will be good assets, properties, things like that in this person's life, which is a very good sign. Now, if you see the fate line, okay, it starts from the Ketu mount. Okay, it starts from the Ketu mount like this. It goes all the way up here. Now, branches like this coming down is not a good sign. Okay, branches coming down shows age of struggle. So this will be in his 20s, early 20s and mid to late 20s. There will be ups and downs in this person's life. Okay, but that will be a small thing. And then after that, there's good growth up to the age of 49. You see here? Then things shift a little bit in this person's life, which means there will be either a change in profession, or there will be a change in business, or the worst case scenario, there'll be a financial loss during the age of 49. And then from 49 to 52, there is a break in this person's life. Only after 51, 52, this person will start growing again. There is a line growing here, which means there will be growth. This is a good sign. Okay. Now this line cutting across like this, which shows that this person will have a few obstacles in his way. There will be some obstacles which will, which will not let him grow. Okay, there will be a point in time in life, I would say roughly around at 51, there will be something that anything he does will not work. Okay, he might apply for a new job, he might start a new business, it will not work. So I suggest he needs to chill during that age. He should not invest even a penny during the period of time. Find a part-time job or find an online job or do something, but don't get into something like that. Don't invest into anything and take risk, because that will create problems. Now, if you see this person's mind line is excellent. You see this very clear sign and it doesn't touch the, you see these two small lines which are touching like this. There's one here and there's one here. What this means is this person will respect others' decisions, I mean opinions or suggestions, but eventually he will take inputs of people, but his mind has his own ideas. So what he'll do is he has a core idea. He will take suggestions, he will modify that idea. He will not move from that. What I'm trying to say is this person is going to be very different in thinking. He will respect others' opinions, but he will take his own decision. And because of that, if he slants too much towards listening more to other people and taking the ideas, he will not be successful. What this person has to do is he has to take his own decisions. His that instincts which come in, that sudden instinct, he has to go with that. That is when he will be successful. If he keeps taking other people's ideas, or if he tries to copy paste somebody else's idea, this person will not grow properly. Why? Because he's not meant to do that. He's meant to come up with his own ideas, which his mind will. But here and there, people lose their way. And because of that, they try to take somebody else's opinion and things like that. And that's when it will all start going south for him. So he needs to be very careful. Go with that instinct. When that first instinct which comes in, go with that. Okay, so that's when this person will be successful. There is also one Rahu line here. You see this? This is in his early days. I would say around at 38, 39. There will be an obstacle in his life. Okay, but mostly Rahu is not negative in this person's life. It looks positive. So that means the effect of this will not be too much. Also the fish sign here. You see this? The fish sign in the Jupiter mount. This is for spiritual. This is for spiritual. This is for political. What this means is swaying big crowds, things like that. So the two fields which you can do this is being a spiritual person or a politician. So any one field that this person is into, he will do extremely well in life. Also, if you see here, there is a small sign of a mole growing here. It's in its very early stage. This is something that this person needs to remove. Why? Because what happens is when this starts growing, this shows the indication that you're becoming careless. Careless at work, careless at business. In what way? In a way that you will postpone work. You will not, what do you say? You will keep postponing smaller problems. Small problem is there, then he will delay it for a year or something, it will become a very big problem. And then this will take a lot of money, a lot of time to fix. So when you see this in an early stage, have this removed and get disciplined immediately. Otherwise, it's showing a warning that there will be a point in time in life where you will start becoming lethargic. You will start ignoring things by postponing. That's when the problems will start coming into your life. So this is that. Also, if you see the sun line is a beautiful, beautiful sun line. You see this? It's here and here, which means there will be early signs of recognition in this person's life. Okay, early signs of recognition, early signs of what do you say, people will know him, and because of that he will also earn money. Name will bring wealth. This is what the sign is. Cutting across the heart line like this indicates exceptional growth name wise, and because of that name, if he's in any business and because of his reputation and name, he will also get wealth. He has to choose his partners carefully because you see he has a very good business line and there is a money triangle here, which means wealth. Okay, you already know that. Now what I'm trying to show you is, if you see this part here, you see another X mark here, which means he has to choose his partners carefully. Why? Because when you have a business line and an X mark here, this shows that they might take you for a ride. So if you are into any business that you don't know, just say, for example, you're a software engineer. You do a software engineer business like building websites, apps, things like that. I'm giving you an example. Now, somebody comes and says, let's build furniture. Let's build something else. Let's get into medicine, which you have no clue about. So that's when the problem starts. Why? Because you're not aware, one. Second thing is you're trying to invest money into something that you don't know. And that's when your partners will take you for a ride. This shows clear signs of taking you for a ride or a severe financial loss, which means something that you're not aware you're getting into. So just be a bit careful when you have signs like this. Also, the communication skills are excellent. This person can sell anything basically. He will be very good in communication of convincing people. Okay, and people will believe him and things like that. And that's a very good sign in business. Also, there are multiple heartbreaks from early age, 20s, late 20s. Again, if you see here, it goes all the way. So continuous heartbreaks will be there. It could be love, it could be something that, people who he adores will pass away. Things like that might happen in this person's life. Travel signs are there, not a lot. Moon mount is completely clean, which is a very good sign. Okay, so bare minimum lines, guys, is very, very important for growth. And also, if you see here, there's protection here. There's a square on the top part here. This indicates for spiritual life if you're into that. But if not, I don't want to touch this part. Okay, overall, this person will have very good growth. Yes, there will be ups and downs, but what I wanted to show you is the beautiful sun line, the fate line, and clean signs in the palm. You see, this is what happens when your mind line is a bit, when your bare minimum lines are there in your palm. It shows growth. Okay, I hope this helps. Please subscribe, and if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. It's in the description box. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.